me. What a terrible angle, but this is what you've got. Welcome back to Little Drops of Wonderful. I am just getting my trainers on because I'm about to get in the car and drive up to Skipton. I'm going to Yarndale for the first time ever, and I'm going to take you with me. We're going to do a Yarndale, at least one Yarndale vlog. I don't know if it's going to be one vlog or two. Editing me, we'll put it on the screen now because editing me in the future will, no, I'm trying to put socks on from my suitcase even though I've already got socks on. I'm all packed. I had a bit of a realisation this morning because, so I've just got back from Spain 2 days ago. I went with girlfriends, and I've always been aware that I'm not a fully functioning real girl. So they sort of go with, I went with like 2 dresses and they were both kind of the shape of a potato sack and like one swimming costume and a bikini, and about 3 or 4 items of makeup, and they had everything. They basically had everything you could possibly think of, a different swimwear for every day. Well, that's Dan. He's been sorting out my car and he's locked himself out. Hang on. You can now hear the sound of him. He's checking my oil and my screen wash and my tyres and things because I've got to drive 4 hours to pick up my friend Suzanne. Anyway, I've gone off on a tangent. What was I saying? Yeah, don't feel like a real girl. I wasn't like at the same preparation level for looking fabulous, and they had wonderful outfits and things like that. But I'm used to that. That's just me, you know, fine. But I thought I was a real knitter and crocheter until I spotted, I'm on a WhatsApp group that I've been added to for a meet up on Saturday night. And everyone was saying, oh, it's great because it's going to be quite chilly and rainy. We can all wear our hand knits. And that was the first time it occurred to me that I should probably bring some hand knits with me to wear. I was like, I'm going to Yarndale. Didn't even occur to me. So not only am I not a real girl, I'm not a real knitter or crocheter, I just don't think of these things. So now I've packed a few like little scarfy things. I might not end up wearing them. Not wearing anything hand knit today. I do have my favourite cardigan, which is the thing I always wear. So, and every time I say that, I say I've got to make another one, and I should, because if I'm going to wear it and I love the colour and fit, I need a million of them. Right, that was a bit of a tangenty start. So I'm going to pack everything into my suitcase, including the additional socks that I apparently have, and get everything in the car, set up the GoPro so I can film a bit on my way. I'm driving to my friend Suzanne's. Now Suzanne is the dyer behind Green Lumpkin Yarn, and as it transpires, nearly everything I've put in my suitcase in terms of projects that I'm taking with me and a couple of the things I'm going to be wearing are in Suzanne's yarn, and that is just because I love her yarn, and it's really, really cool because it means I'll have those bits with me whilst I'm with her. So I'm going to pick her up. She's about a 4-hour drive away. We're going to have lunch at hers. I believe she's making some handmade soup, and then she's about 2 hours from Skipton. We're staying at a hotel in Keighley, which is just outside, and we're going to drive in and out each day. We're going to meet up with Sam from Sam Rayner Crochet tonight for dinner. And then tomorrow night we've got a big meet up with loads and loads of people that I've never met before. But by Sunday I will have met them and I will know them. So I'm really looking forward to meeting new people, and there's going to be loads of vendors there. I've got a little list of people that I definitely want to see. There's over 200 vendors, so I'm already feeling quite overwhelmed by the prospect. Definitely want to go and see Siobhan's Crafts. Definitely want to go and see Andy and Angela at Attic Spin Dye. Oh, loads more that I've got written down, but my mind is moving at a million miles an hour right now, and I need to get in the car. So I will update you as we go. Let's get to Yarndale. Let's drive. Come on. Oh, just about an hour away now from Suzanne's, which actually was a shorter journey than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be about 4 hours, but it's just over 3. A little bit more than that, having stopped for a wee at, I think it's Leicester West Services, which are possibly And I've been to some pretty bad services in my time, but possibly the worst services I've ever been to. I've now got a massive van pulling up right next to me. Anyway, Froggo is also here. If you hit my car with your van, well done. Van man was very careful. Maybe he saw Froggo and thought, not messing with that frog. So he's here with me, he's been sat beside me. I've eaten half a blinking sharing packet of white chocolate Maltesers because they're immense. Gonna have a couple more. Drunk my Diet Coke. I do have a banana. But I think I'll save myself for lunch, she says, scoffing more Maltesers. Right, let's get back on the road and get to Suzanne's house. Hello, hello, are you a good girl? Oh! Where are you going? Where did he go? Where did he go? Hi, Sunny.
Sometimes she tucks her nose under your knee.
Yeah.
Like that.
Can't get close enough.
No.
We've got this is perfect for being in Suzanne's kitchen because we've got the practical magic music in the background as well, and Halloween colours, and yeah, oh, it's so nice. Oh, this is what I'm going to make maybe this year with my advent yarns. Each one of these is what?
20 grams.
20 grams. Like, oh, did I get 10 or 20? I can't remember. But I could still do it with 10s, couldn't I?
Oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's only 13, 20 grams.
Oh, so
And
perfect.
you'll have 24.
Yeah. I'll put the pattern on the screen and I'll put it underneath.
Yeah, it's the Such Simple Shawl by Wilma Westonberg.
Such Simple Shawl by Wilma Westonberg. Look at that. I've been to Suzanne's house for dinner, as Suzanne calls it, lunch as I call it. And we've driven to, not Keighley as I've been calling it, but Keighley as I now know it's called. Look at our view. It's stunning. Stunning. Got the bins just there and some gravelly bit here.
And some weeds.
I think there's a road just beyond that. So, oh, some weeds, yeah. Right. I know there's a bollard as well. And look, Suzanne! Green Lumpkin Yarn Fairy. She's here. So we've talked the whole way here. It hasn't felt like 2 hours.
No, definitely not.
At all. And look what I've got. I'm not showing you. You'll have to tune in for my Vlogtober to see what's in here. This is her Halloween countdown. You're all sold out now, aren't you? Mm-hmm. So you can't even have one. But
next year.
Yeah, next year you can. Or any other throughout the year. She does loads of clubs, but she's just given me this for driving, which is silly because she's going to be doing some driving over the weekend. And all I've given her is some dodgy yarn that I dyed.
Oh, I shall treasure it.
But this is her Halloween countdown, and there's 13 things and little extras in here. So I'm doing Vlogtober, as is Suzanne. I'm doing it over on my vlogging channel, so you will see me open this there. Now we're just waiting to hear from Sam at Sam Rayner Crochet, who is staying in Skipton, and then we're going to work out what we're doing. Might unpack a bit. We're here for 2 nights. This is our hotel room at the Travel Lodge. It's very glamorous, very old school, isn't it?
Yes.
We've got a key, an actual key for the door, not a clicky thing. But yes, it will do us, won't it, for 2 nights? It's very nice. There's nothing to show you other than this is it. Beds, view, mirror, oh, bathroom. Good morning, it's Yarndale, day 1, how exciting. We both slept all right first night in the hotel, but better than I expected. The bed's very comfortable. And we're all ready. I am wearing, hang on, let's do a fit check. So I've got obligatory skinny jeans. I've got my feather weight cardigan, made with Third Vault Yards, who's going to be there today, Lola. This is my what I like to call my Dr. Who scarf, which is made with Suzanne's Advent from last year, which was a fade, and the pattern is the Just Feel Festive shawl, which is only $1 from why can't I remember the name of the person that does the Kalisha
Ryan.
Quirky Monday.
Quirky Monday
podcast. God, I got there in the end, Kalisha. So this is perfect. Don't know if I'm going to be warm enough, but I've got an emergency bag full of other things. Oh, and Suzanne has got her Tolsta Tee.
And this is my such simple shawl.
That's what we were looking at yesterday.
Actually, that's a bit bizarre because the tea is made with Giddy Yarns.
Oh, is it?
Advent, a Halloween countdown from last year, the Haunted Library, and this is made from my Halloween countdown last year.
Full on Halloween this morning, and Halloween earrings as well.
Spooky earrings.
Yeah. Oh, so we're ready to go. We're going to go and get some breakfast. I'm starving.
I am.
We're here in the car park. There's lots of people walking in. We're just admiring everybody's outfits, aren't we?
We are.
There was someone in a lovely...
beauties.
Oh, there's someone carrying a spinning wheel. That's so random. Sam's in the queue. So we're going to go and find her. We got parked at the Auction Mart. There's loads of parking, isn't there?
There is.
We've already found where we're going to get petrol tomorrow morning. We've got snacks. We've had breakfast. We've got lunch. I think we'll leave. So we leave lunch in the car.
Yes,
and then
I think so.
We can pop out, can't
Yes.
we? Oh,
Come out and have a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, and yeah, Yarndale Day. Well, I don't know what I'm going to film. I don't know if it's going to be like my usual show vlogs because it sounds like it's going to be super overwhelming. But let's see.
Let's see how we get on. I think I might just get a bit of random footage of stands and things, and then do a bit of a vloggy pod type of thing. A vloggy pod,
yeah. I'll link whatever Suzanne does.
Same.
Same. Right, let's go. Bye, Froggle. Look after the car. Someone has I know. It's chilly winter, isn't it? It is. I might have to go back for my jump. Oh, there was... Right, let's go into my first ever Yarndale. Here's the programme. Every year they create a different sheep with a different name. This year it's a pom-pom sheep.
It was very cute. I kept going back to it.
I think the sheep's name is Brenda, but I'm not entirely sure. All of these large-scale decorations come from global projects over the years where people send in different crocheted items where they make big displays like the bunting and the mandalas here. And here are the Yarndale sheep from all previous years. The Yarndale's been going, I think the first one was in 2013, so over 10 years. In we go. It's held in the Auction Mart, which is usually used for cattle auctions. We're here.
No, Grandma booked them in the shop.
We're in. I don't even know where to begin. I wonder if should we begin at one end? We began with Pixie Yarn, which is Sophie. She dyes her yarn in Somerset and her yarns are absolutely spectacular. If you look at her website at the moment, she has loads of seasonal colours in for spooky season. I'm yet to make anything with Pixie Yarn. One day, this will be rectified. I fell in love with this one. It's called Flareling. Look at the colours of that.
Yes, for tomorrow. Flareling.
Angela Gardner. Angela is a textile artist, which is evident in her stunning patterns, like her geode shawl, which is this one here, which blows my mind a little bit. It's knitted in one piece. And this is her dalliance pattern, which is like a shawl, poncho, cardigan all in one. It can be worn in any of those ways. It's such a clever design. She sells kits of her own hand-dyed yarn to go with it too. And just a reminder that everybody I talk about and everything you see will be linked in the description. If I've missed anything, hopefully it'll be Googleable, if that's a word. Wool Mouse. This is a mother and son business from Yorkshire, selling hand-dyed yarn, knitting and crochet supplies and kits. I thought this beginner's crochet kit was amazing value. If you were just getting started out, this would be everything you needed to inspire you with lovely colours and a proper hook and a little pattern and instructions. And this is Winston Wool Mouse. Oh, too cute. That yellow. The crafty bird. Robin from Wiltshire, famous at yarn shows for her fabulous pom-pom wool. I've bought a few of them over the years. Robin also sells hand-dyed yarn, patterns and stitch markers. Could someone please tell me why I did not buy this cute little pumpkin stitch marker? What was I thinking?
Gonna get Sam doing her blogging thing. I like the sweary button.
I do.
This is Buttoned Up. They sell beautiful porcelain buttons, but our immaturity didn't get us past the sweary buttons and stitch markers. I've tried to disguise the worst here. Apologies if I've failed.
Oh, I can't put that on the...
This was the part of Yarndale I was particularly looking forward to. Sheep. Say hello to Snoozy, hanging out at the Hart Farm stall. Snoozy is a Wesson mini sheep. And Hart Farm are a not-for-profit organisation helping children and adults cope with difficult situations by interacting with animals. How gorgeous is that? They also sell children's books about the animals, with the profits helping to pay for food and bedding, vets and travel and all of that, and you can buy them online. Anna Nikki Pirowich is an author, designer and teacher, selling patterns, books, notions and kits. These are her crochet sock patterns, which look so good. She sells the kits to make them. I love her embroidered crochet. And how adorable is this Christmas kit? I love that. Bergin and Bath. Katie and Rachel's motto is, and I love this, craft, not crap. They sell high quality needle felting kits, and I may have succumbed to a purchase later in the weekend. Watch to the end of this video for my haul. It was really hard to choose though. I am crushing hard on needle felting right now. Love Poppet. This one was hard to film as it was an extremely popular stall, and you can see why. Claire is the designer behind this all, and she's from Kent. So of course she's brilliant. Her cross-stitch patterns and kits are so beautiful and so well priced, and just my cup of tea. It was almost impossible to choose one, but I did. Again, watch to the end to see. Okay, this is a bit of a weird clip, but I'm leaving it in because I accidentally left the camera running and it picked up some typical yarn show.
What is that
chat.
you're holding? Pastel Goth on 4+. Isn't that incredible?
I
It's
love
like
all of
highlighters.
this.
I do. And I
never
love this
heard
one
of
as well.
dancing.
So I got one of them.
We changed the name, yeah. We used to be Blue Fibre, but we changed it to Unseen.
Unseen Yarn, as you've just heard, used to be called Floof. Lucy is the dyer behind it, and she came to knitting and crochet after chronic illness, which really resonates with me because I had a similar journey into my crochet. Their yarn is magical, and a lot of the colours are inspired by spooky things and Disney villains and lovely things like that.
Look at that bottom. So, sheep, yarn, sheep, yarn.
Put the jumper on the sheet.
Yeah.
Catlow yarns are from Lancashire. They have a small flock of predominantly Gotland sheep, and their yarn is 100% natural fibre, and they also sell fleece and roving too. So nice. It's prickly, but
Yeah.
in a nice way.
Yes.
That's such an unflattering angle. Felt fusion. Did you see how I ran at that then? Hand-dyed yarn on ethically sourced wool. They also sell natural soap, and I love the themes and inspirations that she uses. I'm such a sucker for bright colours with black and white. That was Wicked Witch you just saw. Here I am looking at Wednesday's window.
Window. Oh my goodness.
Lord, that's amazing. I love it so much.
This is the Mountain of Light shawl, Koh-i-Noor shawl by Alexandra Wiedemeyer. It's a really lovely way of contrasting two yarns together. I really like that pattern. Beetlejuice yarn. There was a lot of Beetlejuice yarn which I was thoroughly 100% in for. This colourway is called Teen Spirit, and £6 from the sale of each skein is donated to the charity Young Lives vs Cancer. Lucy Locketland. Lucy was so lovely to talk to, and she runs a bricks and mortar craft shop in Sunderland. She sells kits, craft supplies, books and yarn. And those little ghosts are by Pottery by Isla. I think she said it's her daughter, but I'll link her in the description as well because they are adorable. That little mouse you saw there was a collaboration kit. So I think the design is by Wee County Yarns. And then the yarn is from Lucy Locketland, or it might be the other way round. For the Love of Yarn is Lisa and her friend Jen. They have a bricks and mortar studio in Glasgow where they hold knit nights and so on. They sell hand-dyed yarn as well as accessories, books and supplies, and these gorgeous bags and satchels with Harris Tweed. River Knits, Becky and Marcus. Sorry about the wobbly filming. I was a bit overexcited to squeeze in here as their store was extremely busy and popular as usual. Then I bumped into a lovely viewer who had made a pair of my Heath hand warmers pattern using River Knits yarn next to the River Knits stall. This is the great thing about yarn shows. Stephen and Penelope, I couldn't get near it, so I didn't. Eden Cottage Yarns. Victoria sells beautiful hand-dyed yarn and patterns. Her colours are so gentle and dreamy. Look at these colours. Oh, those circles. I'll talk a little bit more about what that music is you can hear in the background in a minute. This is Opus Anglican Embroidery, selling medieval embroidery kits and supplies, some of which were too graphic to include here. Have a look at her website for kits featuring medieval depictions of certain anatomy. Janie Crow. Jane is a textile designer who designs crochet patterns that are stunning and go way beyond the good old granny square. Her store was huge. It was such a delight. These are her beaded Christmas decorations. You can get the pattern on her website, but they were also in issue 130 of Inside Crochet if you have it. Okay, this is Botanical Yarns. Sophie is based in Yorkshire and her hand-dyed yarn is inspired by all things botanical. Her stall feels so fresh and lively with colour. It's gorgeous. Now, just to warn you, in a second it's about to get very loud. It's all a bit mental. It's very busy now. Sam's over there vlogging. Suzanne over there trying to call me. The pigeon! We're going for lunch! Lunch! Lunch!
Save my Halloween goodie bag.
Now tempted to open it. Right, let's head back in after lunch, and our first stop was Frankie and Sydney. I could have blown my entire budget on one of these pumpkin kits. Suzanne very nearly talked me into it, but I resisted. They sell unique and unusual needle felting kits, and it was a stunning stall. Attic Spin Dye is Andy and Angela. I've known and followed them online for years and they've been wonderful supporters of my channel from the very early days, so I was really excited to see them. They sell a gorgeous range of hand-dyed yarns as well as patterns to help raise awareness of EDS and other hidden illnesses. Andy also shares excellent dad jokes on their Instagram. Some more gorgeous Beetlejuice yarn, and I absolutely did buy that pin. Blue Phone Yarns is gorgeous Shannon. Yarn patterns, subscriptions, accessories, the lot. Her talent with colour is off the charts, and you can always tell it's Shannon's stall because you can see her little array of knitted jumpers that go along the top.
And they're all your more sort of Halloween-y ones. Yeah.
These are her Halloween colourways for this year. Aren't they gorgeous? Also, can we all just admire her nails?
Let's drink up witches. Fright night. Fright night. And then Fright night on classic. Ah, is that yak? Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful, isn't it?
You can spin for me.
Right,
you can
ready?
bring me some luck. Yeah.
Woo! I'm not sure I'm that lucky.
Oh, lucky dip.
We're out of lucky dips.
Oh, okay. Spin again.
If it goes lucky dip, I'm not taking any responsibility for doing it again.
Oh,
We're out of eggs, but before you go crying,
I get a joke.
you get a flump.
Yay!
I said that. That was my second choice after
There
a
you
joke.
go.
A flump.
Oh my goodness. Well, you know the rule when they're stuck together, you go like that.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So this is Bugweeds Yarn and Crafts. It was utterly bonkers and I loved it. They seemed to be selling yarn, kits, haberdashery and fabric. And it was all themed like a fair, like a village fair. It was brilliant. Knotted by Niche is ethically sourced merino yarn, hand-dyed in bright jewel colours. I think this hat is the Lotus Flower Beanie by GiddyKnits Handmade. I think. This is the Ghost Whisper top and it is made in Nashita's brushed merino base, which is so soft and fluffy. You get about 600 metres in one of these skeins. Suzanne bought one. Little Lycac yarn is Amanda from Derby. She sells gorgeous yarn and patterns. And as an English literature teacher, she takes inspiration from literary things. This one was inspired by The Secret Garden. Amanda also has a knitting and crochet podcast on YouTube. Yew Tree Yarn Crafts is Diane and Richard. Diane's on YouTube too. Really beautiful yarns here. They both get involved in the dyeing.
So what is the plan? There'll be music over this.
This one that caught my eye is called Triathlon John, which has a story behind the name, which you'll have to go and look up on their shop to find out. This is Kate's Cloths. I loved this stall. Kate is a textile artist and sells textile art kits for all levels of crafters. She also sells hand-dyed yarn and threads in a range of textures for embroidery, weaving and textile art. Something definitely got purchased here. You'll have to wait until the end to find out what. Rainbow Heirloom. Nina from beautiful Edinburgh, where my dad grew up. Nina dyes bright semi-solids and also sells kits. This is the Flyaway pattern by Tin Can Knits. Look at all these gorgeous skeins. Oh, I just love how they all look together. Look at the pom-poms on that one hanging up the sample. Closer look at the pom-pom. Woolly Mama Yarns is Cassie. If you do nothing else after watching this, go and click on the link to Cassie's shop and just take in the bright and calm atmosphere of her colours. The yarn is gorgeous and the whole stall was a delight for the eyes. I loved it. From one bright and delightful stall to another, this is Siobhan's Crafts, selling hand-dyed yarn and fibre, spinning stuff, dyes and handmade pet toys. Even more delightful here was meeting Tanya of What I Created Next, who was helping Siobhan on the stall for the weekend. These are her gorgeous crochet sock patterns, and one of those definitely came home with me as well.
Witnessed the whole changing of the sheets and yeah.
Well, we tried.
We tried, but it's too.
It was a weird shape.
Oh, we're back in for round 3. I'm feeling a bit ropey. We've done some shopping, I'll show you later. And we're just going to see what we find next, aren't we? So Third Vault Yarns was our first stop on this next round. Lola was one of the first indie dyers I ever bought from, and I love their yarn. Lola's yarns are sci-fi, fantasy inspired, and the geek in me just loves that. I nearly bought some more, but decided to sleep on it and then felt so unwell the next day that I didn't make it back to the stall. Ducky darlings, Hayley hand dyes their yarn in Derbyshire. I love that she's matched these mini sets to book. Such a great idea and very well executed.
Bubbly, bubbly. Feel of boucle yarn. I think I don't like it, but I'm not sure.
This was really interesting. It's the Rapunzel shawl, or the Rapunzel tuck by Finia Hansen. Hayley sells kits for it, and the design uses buttonholes to create the braid along the edge. It's really beautiful. So that's the end of day 1 at Yarndale, and one of the Yarndale sheep has lost its head. We then headed to the pub for an evening of chatting, crafting and food, which was wonderful despite me starting to feel a bit peculiar. You can probably hear me coughing. How delicious is that? We're going here. Good morning. It is Yarndale day 2. Suzanne is wearing her Getting Ziggy shawl in her 2 Halloween colourways. Let me see if I can remember. Jelloween and
Malloween.
Halloween. I am dying of the plague. I had a fever last night. I think I've sweated it out overnight, but I feel very snotty. So I'm taking lots of ibuprofen and trying not to breathe on anybody, and I'm hoping that I haven't infected Suzanne. Or Froggle.
Poor Froggle.
Froggle's going to keep an eye on the car again today. So we got a bit of extra. We want to do a few. There's a bit we didn't see yesterday, and there's a few bits we want to revisit, isn't there?
Definitely.
So we've got the cross stitch place.
Yeah.
Which you would have seen on the vlog yesterday, which is Love Poppet. She was amazing. So I'm going to go and tell her that because she wasn't there yesterday. And Bergen and Bath felting, because they had some really nice little felting kits for Christmas baubles and things. So
Yarnalicious bags.
Oh, so Yarnalicious bags. We met her last night, and we realised we hadn't seen her.
Yeah, we somehow managed to bypass her store.
Yeah, and she was great fun. So
Lovely.
we had a nice time last night we were added to a WhatsApp group for a meal, a buffet, and it was lovely getting to chat to people. We met Claire from
Crochet with Claire X, I think.
X, and her daughter-in-law and grandson and a few others as well, and it was really, really nice.
Sam was there.
Lovely. Oh, Sam was there. Yeah, Sam managed to get a spot as well, so that was really good. But yeah, so it's felt like a very nice sociable weekend. And we've had a lovely breakfast in Skipton this morning as well.
Yeah, the Dales Cafe. It was blooming beautiful.
Highly recommend it. I'll put a little link in the description box. They were so friendly.
Lovely food, lovely coffee.
Yeah.
Really good.
Really, really nice. And Yorkshire tea. Yes, proper tea. Yeah, so I'm starting to see all the knitwear going past.
Yeah.
We're thinking about getting in the queue. It's about 25 to 10. We can get in from 10.
We have our bands on, so hopefully we'll be able to get through quickly.
It's fine. It is there.
It's hiding.
It's hiding in there. Our weekend
It's shy.
And I'm going to wear my Wahoo shawl today.
Love that.
Right. I'm going to stop. I'm going to shut up.
She's asleep.
With a crochet next to it. So there's a back entrance as well then that people are coming in too, is it?
Day 2. Oh, his head's back on. That's good.
You're no longer headless.
First stop on day 2 was Lottie and Albert from the beautiful Cotswolds. Lindsay is a crochet designer selling patterns, crochet boxes, kits and advents. If you're thinking of learning to crochet, this is the place to start. And she sells beginner boxes with everything you need. This is, I think, her school sock kit, which are DK socks. And this is the gingerbread blanket. Brace yourselves, this is a free pattern. Lindsay sells yarn packs to make it. Her crochet advent includes 5 exclusive projects over 24 days. Everything you need, including a full project book of instructions. It looks so fun. Folklore yarns specialise in Donegal tweed and natural yarn all the way from Northern Ireland. This Donegal tweed felt so good, sort of rough but smooth and dry like cotton. I loved it. I also really love this cardigan, this blue one. It's the Timepiece by Albiona McLaughlin. It's made in their fairy folk yarn, which is a merino mohair tweed blend, which is a DK. The Knitting Shed, always delightful. Sisters Nicola and Louise are the most lovely people to chat to. They're so funny. The stall is a thing of woolly dreams and they sell their own patterns too.
Oh, look at that. That's fingering weight as well, isn't it?
I think that is the Cornish thrift shawl pattern, but I'm not entirely sure.
Did Wales, wonderful.
Like a little necklace,
Yes,
really.
it is.
It's almost jewellery.
I want something jaunty.
Jaunty.
We County Yarns is an online shop stocking indie and commercial yarns, patterns, kits and supplies. And this is their Kinross 100% superfine lamb's wool, which comes in various weights.
There's a lovely smell on this stall.
A lovely smell.
Yeah, it smells nice and yarny.
Yes, it does. I love this colour.
Yeah, I love this. Look at that.
Highland cow, that's got all glowing. Mustard.
I like this display of the JC Rennie mini balls in about 1 million colours. It looks so good. Yarn Unique. Caroline's store is always so colourful and sparkly. Look at the Lurex sparkle on that. 2025 has been her year of gnomes and she sells kits for the imagined landscapes gnomes. I think she might have some yarn advents left in her shop as well. I'll link her below. What you do with the information after that is not my responsibility. The Left Hookery. Tasmin. She sells cord and kits and notions for making beautiful, sturdy baskets and bags. I love Tasmin's stall. She also sells macrame, how do you say it, kits and runs in-person workshops at their bricks and mortar shop in Barnstable.
It wouldn't take you long.
That's like an short afternoon, that one.
Is that the colour pot bag?
Yes, it is. I found Julie from Preston and she is wearing a ranunculus made out of Whimsical Wonderland. I'm so excited. And it's, you look beautiful in it as well. Oh.
The little grey girl is Gemma and she was sharing a stall with cool woolings.
Lovely. Especially, got it on there.
Gemma sells indie dyed yarn and handmade project bags and she's also a stockist for the leather redesigned bags as well. And Cool Woolings is Nick and her yarn is so bright and saturated. It's so soul lifting to look at. I love it. Oh, look at that. They were really lovely to chat to as well. Okay. Oh my goodness, look at my eyes. We are doing well. We've made it down half an aisle in about an hour and a half. Oh yeah.
I got a jelly bar.
Yeah, it's a lovely colour as well. She's going to fill it with yarn.
It makes me want to skip.
We keep chatting to people. This is the danger of a yarn show. We're now going to go and see the lovely lady we were at dinner with last night who sells bags. So
Yarnalicious.
So Yarnalicious. Let's go there. At So Yarnalicious, we found the gorgeous Franny Do Makes, his little selfie. I'm going to look pretty unwell at this point. So Yarnalicious make high quality bags for crafters, but also for every day, and they had some here that I would happily use on a hike. She sells beautiful waterproof backpacks. I went back to Bergen and Bath for another look and to make a purchase. Just safe to say I was obsessed.
He's got a backpack on.
Sincerely Louise sells knitting patterns and kits inspired by taxidermy. Louise has also recently started selling her incredible cross-stitch temperature project. I think it's currently only available as kits at shows, so it's not available online yet at the time of filming.
Snake. Oh, of course it's a snake. Silly me. Got on my shoulder in mouse hole. It's nicked my little feet.
Lorette Crafts UK, our last stop, mainly as the store was packed all weekend. Richard and Lydia make laser cut craft accessories, personalised bamboo hooks, wooden basket bases and loads more.
They're great, aren't they?
We're done. We're done.
That's all I ever do, isn't it?
We're on our way back to the car. We're going to go get petrol, get snacks. Look at this, look how lovely it is with everyone sat on the grass behind us having their lunch.
So convivial.
Yes, it's lovely. We have had a lovely time. I have no voice left. I bought some, what are they called? Needle felted heart kit. Oh, she was a lovely lady on that.
She was so sweet. I could have spent a fortune on
Yeah, I'm very pleased with my purchases. You know what? We've overshot. We're not parked here. We're over there this time.
We are, aren't we?
Yeah. Hello. It has been a full month since Yarndale. After Yarndale, I got really, really sick. I think in the video you can see that on the Sunday I was beginning to get slightly ropey. Well, I was sick for nearly 2 weeks. Then I started a new second job, so I'm now working 2 jobs and more days in the week. And I just haven't had the time, nor have I been human enough to do it until now. But I'm here now, it's October. You can probably see I've got some Halloween-y things behind me. Still got the pink flamingo inflatable for a frog in the background as well. But nothing says Halloween like a pink flamingo for a frog to float on. Let's get stuck in. I've got things to show you that I bought, and I've got some reflections on the show generally. Yeah, little haul for you to finish the vlog off. So first of all, got it all balanced here. This is not going to go well. The programme. So you get a programme as you go in, part of your ticket. It's quite a packed thing. It is, you get all of the map and you get an alphabetical list of the vendors. There's lots of information in here about the facilities, the different workshops, the talks, local initiatives, charity projects. There's an interview with the winner of the best stand from last year, which last year for 2024 was Toft, who I didn't actually see in this vlog. I didn't make it to the Toft stall. But bearing in mind there were over 200 stalls there, I think I did quite well, even if it was still just a small portion. So I hope you enjoyed what I did manage to film. There is a crochet pattern in here, but I was looking earlier and it didn't say who it was by, but there is a link to it on YouTube, so I'm sure it will say there. It is the Brenda cardigan. Where is she? Where are you, Brenda? There you go. So it's a granny square cardigan that you get free in the programme. There's also a knitting pattern for the Causeway Cow by the Knitting Viking. There we go. So that's really good. You get 2 free patterns in there. There's also a link at the back for you to go and make the free pattern of Brenda the Yarndale sheep. That's a knitted pattern. The general adverts and everything in here for local things and some of the vendors and so on. So I thought that programme was a good addition, something nice to have and to keep as a memento as well. Overall, my feeling about Yarndale was that it was not as overwhelming as I thought it would be. The aisles were wide, everything was really spaced out, we could move around quite easily. It was really, really busy on the Saturday, but I think I've gone to quite a lot of yarn shows now and you come to expect that it is going to be busy. At a weekend show on a Saturday, it's going to be really busy, especially one of that size, and considering how well known it is. And I wasn't as overwhelmed as I expected to be. There is a lot to see. There's a lot of entertainment going on as well. You get the band that comes around playing, and then on the Sunday there was another band singing country songs and so on. So that was really, really nice. The whole atmosphere of it was lovely. One of the best atmospheres of a show that I've ever been to. It feels like a real event, and I'm really glad that we went for the whole weekend. Although there was plenty of room for us to move around as vendors, some of the stalls were quite small, and I did feel that that was a bit of a shame for the vendors, that some of the smaller ones were very small and quite hard to get into. But then they are limited. It is an auction mart, and I guess they do have limited space in some of those areas. I don't know too much about it. The facilities, in terms of getting food, hot drinks, snacks and things, we didn't have any problem. We didn't really queue. There was an ice cream van. We got little cookies and hot chocolate and tea and snacks, and there was plenty of areas to sit down either outside or inside. We had no problem with that. We did bring our lunch though both days, so we didn't have to worry about getting hot food or anything particularly filling, and we didn't have to join the queues at peak times or anything like that. But we didn't have any problem with that. The toilet facilities were a bit lacking, but again, it's an auction mart and probably not geared up for quite as many female customers coming in such a huge amount. So they just had portaloos. But I've seen portaloos done a lot better than it was done at Yarndale. It wasn't the best setup, and particularly if you have any form of mobility issue, it would have been quite problematic. And the hand washing stations were like being on a train. It was really weird, but I think that is something that could be improved on given how large the event is. What else to say? We didn't see the yarn bombing in the park because we didn't come through that way. We drove in, and actually parking was really easy. We got there just after 9:30 both days, and we got straight in and straight into a car's parking space at the auction mart. We had no problems with that at all. Lots of high-vis people pointing us where to go, which was really reassuring. I always feel in good hands when I see someone in a high-vis vest. And only lastly to say, the only thing I did notice or get the impression of was that there wasn't a lot of support for the vendors. I've been to a lot of shows recently, and in particular I'm thinking about things like the East Anglia Yarn Festival, where vendors just feel like they are really looked after, really supported. They have the opportunity to take breaks, go to the toilet, be looked after by the people running the show, and I didn't get that impression at Yarndale. But again, it is a very different beast, much bigger and in a very different location. So those are just my observations and thoughts on my first visit to Yarndale. Would I go again? Absolutely, 100%. I would try and stay nearer so I could walk around Skipton as well, maybe get a Airbnb in the centre of town, and maybe drag Dan along. He's sitting just behind the camera as I'm filming this. He's giving me the thumbs up. Okay, so you want to know, you want me to shut up and just tell you what I bought. So first of all, I've got a little giveaway for you because I wanted to go and get something that I could give away as part of this vlog, basically. So I went to Attic Spin Dye. I was really excited to meet Andy and Angela. I've followed them online for years. They've supported my podcast from very early on. So I wanted to go and pick a couple of bits up from them. So I've got to be really careful because this is so crinkly. Oh, there's a little, I just spotted something in here. Hang on. I don't know if I spotted that at the time. So this is one of their Beetlejuice sets. It is a superwash merino nylon base, 70 grams, is approximately 285.5 metres. So you've got 70 grams in there, and I just loved those colours. So I picked that up, and what I just spotted on the back was a little stitch marker. Look at the little happy witch. I love that. So I'm going to give this away. So when you leave a comment underneath, I want you to include the word Beetlejuice. Should we say Beetlejuice 3 times? No, let's not make you type it 3 times. If you leave the word Beetlejuice within your comment, then I will do a random comment picker, and I will announce the winner when I film my October wrap up, which will be out, hopefully, if I'm on time, on Sunday the 2nd of November. When I do a giveaway, you will only ever hear from me on the podcast. You have to watch the podcast to know if you've won. I won't let you know in the comments. So leave Beetlejuice in the comments and you'll be in with the chance to win a little Yarndale giveaway from Attic Spin Dye. And actually, when I went to pay for that, I have to be upfront and honest. When I went to pay for it, Andy and Angela wouldn't let me pay for it. So that is a donation from them for the podcast as well. I also picked up from them the pin that you saw, which is a quote from The Princess Bride, which is one of my all-time favourite films. The one that says, "Hello, my name is Inigo Montario. You killed my father. Prepare to die." It is on my toadstool bag, which is over there in the hallway. But I did buy that as well. Okay, so that is my giveaway. Now, yarn. I wasn't going to buy any yarn at all, but then, well, two things happened. The first thing that happened was Felt Fusion and their fabulous colourways. And the second thing that happened was I was at Yarndale with Suzanne, who, it turns out, is a horrible person to go shopping with because she just wants you to buy everything. You all right there? Did you think I really meant she was horrible? No. You looked up a bit aghast then. Because I went, "I don't need yarn." And she said, "It's not a case of needing yarn. We don't need yarn." And then she said, "You should just buy it." And before I knew it, I was buying the yarn, and it was all down to Suzanne. But mainly it was down to the yarn. Look at this. This is called Wednesday's Window, and she sells it in full skeins, like 2 skeins of 100, but I got 2 skeins of 500, so it's a sister set. And I intend to make a shawl with this, and I would really like to use it completely separately. So one half of the shawl have the colour and one half of the shawl have the black and white, a little bit like the one you saw on the stall as a sample, but that one was made with 2 100 gram skeins. I love this. I love this so much. Dan and I have loved Wednesday, and I would watch it. It's such cosy viewing for me, which I know sounds ridiculous because it's also quite horrific. But yeah, Felt Fusion, knocking it out the park with Wednesday's Window. And that is the only yarn I bought, and we're blaming Suzanne for that. I also built some patterns and kits. So you would have seen at the end that I showed you I had picked up a needle felting kit. I love needle felting. I find it so relaxing. So I got the Learn to Make a Pretty Set of Hearts kit from Bergen and Bath. It was such a fabulous stall. And I got this one because I figured, well, as Suzanne pointed out again when she was persuading me to buy things, you could make this over and over again, and you could, because they're flat, you could make it as bunting, you could make it as decorations, you could make it to hang on door handles. It's a really versatile shape, and I love the idea of doing this surface decoration. This really appeals to me. So yeah, I haven't opened it up yet to have a look at what's inside. I haven't opened it up yet, but I will open it up before the next podcast so I can show you what's inside. So make sure you tune in on the 2nd of November, if I'm on time with that, to see what's inside. Now, I absolutely fell in love with the Love Poppet stall, Claire, who had all those amazing cross-stitch designs. It was so hard to pick something. She sold them as just patterns and she sold them as kits as well. So I've got quite a bit of thread like at home now where I bought it for other kits and so on. So I decided to just go for the pattern. So Love Poppet will have been, I would link to all of her places in the description box along with everybody else, but she does have a fledgling YouTube channel as well. Sorry if I keep sounding like I'm going to cough, it's because I am. Hang on. Even now, a month after Yarndale, I am still getting over whatever lurgy plagued me. Yeah, so I got her Woodland Moon cross-stitch pattern. I mean, come on. I love this so much. And it's also the perfect mix. If you do it, I mean, you wouldn't have to do it on a black background. You could do it on a white background, blue, dark blue, or anything. But I love the fact that you've got half of it is full coverage and then half of it isn't. So you get the best of both worlds. And also this can be an all year round thing to have up. In fact, if you did it on the black background, you could have it up for this time of the year. And maybe if you did it on the blue background, you could have it up for more of the summer months as well. So that is from Love Poppet. Had to get that. I absolutely fell in love with her designs, and like I say, very, very hard to choose. I also picked up a kit from Kate's Cloths. Now this is something a bit different, but something that I very much enjoy. Oh, what's this? Oh, I've just found this was one of the leaflets from Bergen and Bath. Look at that. That's a needle felted mermaid. Oh, love it. Yeah, so Kate's Cloths. Oh, what's this? Scan QR. Oh, I'll hold that up if you want to scan the QR code to go and have a look at her website. There we are. So she sold all kinds of textile art kits and patterns and supplies. It was really, really interesting. And I love a bit of embroidered, textured textile art. And this is something that I feel will help me get started with maybe being a bit braver with doing it. It's a flower wreath. She had 4 for the different seasons and I went for the Christmassy one. So here it is, you get all the bits and bobs to do it. Hang on, let me take it out of the packet so it's not so shiny. That's better, there you go. So this is the Christmas one, but she also did spring, summer and autumn as well. But I figured Christmas, I can do that now and I can get that up. I didn't buy the hoop because I've got loads of hoops that I can use. And you get all of the threads and ribbons and the textured threads all hand dyed. Like that. And you get the little buttons. You also get a bit of fabric, but I do struggle a bit with the fabric. So I might have to get another piece of fabric because it is just, what's the fabric? It says it contains step-by-step instructions, silk noil, small decorative buttons and ribbon, plus the hand-painted yarns. So I think this must be the silk noil. And I can't cope with it very well because it's knobbly. And I can't do knobbly fabric. You don't know the bravery I am displaying right now, just touching it. It's a real phobia for me. I need to make it go away. So I may have to just look at, I've got some other bits of plain fabric that I can work on so that I don't have to work on that, because that freaks me out a bit. But yeah, I really love those. I thought they were really clever, really original, and I'm looking forward to getting stuck in with that, albeit on a different fabric. And then the knitting shed. I got a pattern from the knitting shed. The knitting shed ladies are so lovely, honestly. And one of them was wearing this. Now, they just look super cool. So whether I can pull this off in the same way, I don't know, but I'm gonna try. So we all know things like the little Sophie scarves and things are in at the moment. Well, this is along a similar vein. This is called the leaf fall scarf. It almost looks like a little choker necklace. Isn't that lovely? There's it on the back. So yeah, really love that. A perky scarf for an autumn walk. It is knit in simple reversible rib pattern and the ends are finished with falling leaves. Great for early spring days too. Tie twice around the neck to fill in that chilly gap. I thought that'd be really fun for those precious one skeins of yarn. I don't know if you can see, but where I've had it on the table, someone's dropped some sauce on it. So I've got a nice bit of tomato sauce on there as well. That's another pattern. And another pattern that I was given from lovely Tanya at What I Created Next. So Tanya was helping out on Siobhan's craft stall and they were wearing these fabulous matching cardigans, which if you look at Siobhan's Instagram, you will see, oh, they looked amazing. And this is one of Tanya's latest patterns. She designs crochet socks and these are the blossoming socks. They're so pretty. And I love that on this pattern, she's got them with the sandals. I can just see myself going down to feed the chickens like that. Oh, are they for DK? The blossoming socks. Yarn. No, they are for 4-ply. I've got plenty of 4-ply yarn I can use for this. 3mm hook or size required to get gauge. Yeah, so definitely going to have a go at those. And Tanya, bless her, also gave me a little gift. She picked me up some yellow things, but not only yellow, which she knows I love and adore, my favourite colour of all time, but Moomin yellow things. And I love the Moomin. So she got me a yellow lip balm. So this is the outer case with the, oh, how lovely is that? I'm going to cut that out and stick it in my sketchbook. And that's the case. So this is now going to come with me everywhere. And I'm just going to put it next to me at work just to keep me happy. And it smells lovely. I think I might put the lid on a bit too nicely. I can't get it off. But you'll just have to take my word. Not that you could smell it through the screen anyway. I don't know why I need to take it off. And she also got me some tweezers. I am going to keep these Moomin tweezers in my car because I'm 48, soon to be 49. Rogue chin hairs are a thing. Tweezers need to be kept everywhere. Do you have this problem, Dan? Rogue eyebrow hairs you get, don't you? Like like wobbly old man hair. Well, now if you're in my car, You'll have Moomin tweezers to use.
Very,
So thank you so much for that, Tanya. That was a lovely, lovely gift, and it was so nice to finally get to meet you in person and give you a hug. And then I also picked, this is just other bits, I picked up a crochet hook, which I promised myself I would not leave upstairs, and I have left upstairs. Dan,
Yeah.
could you go and get me my crochet from upstairs, please?
Okay, you're going to have to be more specific. There's quite a lot of crochet upstairs.
This is true. It's the one, do you know in the rear, I think it's on the bed, because I think I put it there to work on later, and it's the one made out of, it's one of my bags made out of that really bright fabric I got from IKEA about 10 years ago. Right, Dan's going to go and get that. Who knows how long that will take him. But I picked up a crochet hook that's in there from Lorette Crafts UK. And when I was there, they were giving everyone that made a purchase a, can you stop dancing behind the camera and go and get
You can't see me in the mirror.
little sheep and entered you into a raffle. Now I've already checked, I haven't won the raffle unfortunately, but if you got one of these, make sure you go and check their website and their Instagram to see if you were a winner. But look at that, Yarndale 2025. I love that so much. That is the best little memento ever. I adore that. What a great little thing to be giving away. Their store was fantastic. So I got that. Dan will be back in a minute with the crochet hook that I picked up. I got one that had already been printed, but they sell them on their website to be personalised, so you can get them personalised with whatever you want, which I think was really good. Thank you. Thank you to my glamorous assistant. He managed to identify the bag from my description. Oh, it's the wrong bun. This isn't the one I'm using now. What am I using it for, Ben? If not this one. Oh, I'm using it for my jelly roll. It's the other bag, Dan. It's the purple one. Can you put that one back? It's the purple one with London on it. While he's gone, I'll show you that I picked up this as well. When I went to the Lottie and Albert store, she had this hanging up. You would have seen it in the previous footage. And I couldn't believe that this was a free pattern. Honestly, she obviously sells the kits for it, but that's the free pattern. So I picked up the leaflet. It's got the QR code. So there you go. You can scan the QR code. That'll take you to the free pattern if you want to make it. I just thought that was beautiful. So good. And I also got 2 little wooden bag charms from Little Lycott Yarns, so that you know what's in your project bag. They did more than this, so I got a shawl and a sock one. I thought that was such a good idea. So because it would have been handy now, wouldn't it? Yes, that's the one. In here, I'm working on my jelly roll. You'll see this in the next podcast as well, because I got to test the jelly roll, the crochet jelly roll for Kay Jones with my new crochet hook, which is this one. So I got one that says, "Can't talk, I'm counting," which I thought was very fitting. But you can get it engraved with whatever you want. They're bamboo and they are lovely to hold. They remind me of the clover ones, which I think are possibly my favourite hooks, the clover ones. The most basic, but the best. That's everything that I got, and then I've written a list of the ones that got away, the things that if money, space and time were no object, I would have bought. And top of that list would have been the giant pumpkin felting kit from Frankie in Sydney. It was about £50, but it was, I mean, I know that sounds a lot, but it was well worth it. It was huge. It was like proper pumpkin size, and you would use that, you would get that out every year forevermore as part of your decorations. I loved that. Flairling, the colourway that you saw right at the beginning from Pixie Yarn. That was absolutely gorgeous. I'd love a whole jumper in that colourway. I thought that was beautiful. Sincerely Louise's Temperature Almanac kit, her cross stitch kit that she's got, where you use the mushrooms to show the temperatures throughout the year. Definitely that. If money was no object, I would definitely have got that. The backpack, I spoke about backpack, I didn't manage to film it, from So Yarnalicious. Her bags were exquisite, they were so well made, and she uses waterproof oilcloth for a lot of them, and there were a few backpacks that would have just been perfect for hiking or for travelling with, and I loved those. And finally, I really hovered over a gorgeous deep red browny red colour from Third Vault Yarns, and I can't remember what it was called. I was looking at it on the Saturday, told myself I'd come back on the Sunday and talk myself out of it overnight. And it's the right thing because I've got enough yarn at the moment that I'm already not using, but it was beautiful. And if time, money and space was no object, those are the things I would have bought. So it was a lovely, lovely time at Yarndale. I hope you've enjoyed this little look around the show. Let me know if you went, let me know if you've got plans to go again next year, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, happy knitting, happy crocheting. Bye.